Hey, what's up everybody? This is Michael McFarland, writer, rocker, biker, geek. You will notice that I am not, in fact, sitting in my car, and that's because I'm finally home from tour. I had an amazing time out on the road, but after 30 shows and 9,000 miles in a month and a half, it feels good to sleep in my own bed again. So I wanted to talk a second about perception of time and how I noticed that seemed to change while I was out on tour. It brought to mind a episode of the show Radiolab that I heard about 6 months ago, I think. If you're not familiar with Radiolab, it is an NPR show out of WNYC. You should check it out. Really interesting stuff. They were talking about people's perception of time when falling, and people said that it felt like time slowed down when they were, bungee jumping, jumping out of an aircraft, any sort of dead drop type situation. So they did an experiment where they had people with a digital watch with a countdown going on it, and to see if people were able to perceive more precise increments of that. And what they discovered, it was not, in fact, that time seemed to slow down. It was just that they were storing far more memories per second, per minute, per moment, whatever you want to say. And I think that's kind of what happened on tour, because it was really the exact opposite of what people say, time flies when you're having fun. The tour did seem, in some ways, to fly by, but when I think back about it, it feels like I made about 6 months worth of memories. And so when I think back to, when I left from Asheville, North Carolina 6 weeks ago, it feels so far away, it's unreal. So I think it's a similar thing, that I was just packing so many new experiences, being in a new city every day, meeting so many people, experiencing so many incredible things, that my brain is just packed full of all of these memories that if I'm at home, doing the day-to-day sort of stuff, don't usually happen. So I just thought that was interesting, and I guess maybe time doesn't fly when you're having fun.